Hello, welcome to episode 100 of Floating Through Film. It is your host Luke, and today, to celebrate this milestone, pretty insane milestone, we're going to be establishing or introducing the Floating Through Film canon, which we'll explain more when we get into it, and then we are also going to be giving our basically 10 favorite films. Or 10 just films that represent us at the moment. And basically it's just to have a time capsule. This is what our film tastes.
It's kind of what this podcast is.
Yeah.
In general.
But this is
especially
this is especially a document of that. Because for me especially, but for all of us, our tastes are obviously always changing as we watch more movies. That's just kind of the nature of being a cinephile and just growing older as well. So this will be an interesting way to document that. But before we get into it, let me introduce my co-host Blake.
What's up?
And Danny.
Hello.
And I guess we can go ahead and get into the canon part. So basically, we as we get closer to episode 100, I had this idea basically to have some sort of a list that someone could look at and see what our combined tastes, kind of where our combined tastes overlap. Because we do have a lot of overlap, but we also have kind of different I would say branches that we're interested in, which is really interesting. Sure. Obviously, that's going to be the nature if you have 3 people on a film podcast. But basically, I just wanted basically just a canon of stuff that really represents our combined tastes. And basically, we're gonna do we're probably gonna update this every 50 episodes, probably. At least that's kind of what we decided just a moment ago. So that's probably how we're going to make it work. But basically, how it's going to work is we're going to go series by series. And basically, we're each going to go in a circle saying what we personally think should be added to the canon from this series. Any of the movies we reviewed specifically on that series. And then once we all say it, we basically are going to talk it over and see. Basically, we're all going to decide on one to pick.
Okay.
And how we're going to decide which one gets picked, we're going to probably do best 2 out of 3. But it could it's not a set thing. If someone really disagrees or something. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. So Dan, you have the list up, right?
I have our YouTube
okay.
page up. Just going through the episodes.
All right.
So the question is, what should we add at the canon, right?
Yeah.
Is that a different question than what is your favorite movie from this? What we did?
It could be. It could not. Honestly,
yeah, could be.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Maybe it could be the movie you think.
I think to me those are basically the same answer.
For most of them,
probably most of them. Yeah, but there's probably some.
Honestly, the reason I'm asking that is because this French New Wave won this first one. I'm
yeah, because this series was it's honestly funny looking back because we had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, it's very much intro.
We still don't, but we're
it's
better than that.
We're more focused now, I would say. We decided we're not. We
got a flow going.
We weren't trying to tackle a whole on film movement in 6 episodes. Probably wasn't the smartest idea, but it's a nice intro series. Probably.
No, it was. It was good to do.
Yeah. So this one's gonna be interesting to see. I feel I definitely know where both of you are going.
Why?
Why?
We'll see. Well, I don't want to spoil y'all's picks, but okay. Should I just go first then? I guess.
Yeah.
The Umbrella Cherbourg.
Okay.
You would choose that one.
Yeah, it's. I mean, obviously, I love Jacques Demy, but that film is incredible, and it's a film that means a lot to me too.
Okay.
I feel it represents my taste really well too. Obviously,
I agree that, but the reason why I don't think it's because it's really a titling problem. We called it French New Wave, and maybe honestly instead of just French cinema, basically.
Okay.
Because the reason, I'm really stuck between 2 movies right now. Jules and Jim in the Green Ray.
I thought you would say Sans Soleil.
Not Sans Soleil.
No, the reason why I wouldn't say Sans Soleil is because
he's not
French New Wave. He never wrote for Cahiers du Cinema, which is really kind of.
I don't consider French Wave only Cahiers du Cinema though.
Yeah, that's what it basically if you're gonna call a podcast episode that, and then your first episode's Breathless, I don't know.
Wait, Breathless is French New Wave?
They're basically French. That's what they are. They are basically French New Wave though.
I'm still going Brother Sherborg.
So I kind of want to split the difference with the Green Ray because it's like it's Romer, so he's.
Honestly, I'd rather go.
He's definitely French New Wave. He wrote for them.
I definitely.
But it's not like that time period that everyone thinks of.
See, that's
kind of
yeah.
What the French New Wave is like this.
Not the 400 blows. Though?
400, honestly, 400 blows too.
I honestly would go.
If I was between 400 blows and Green Ray, I think I'd choose 400.
Do we do 400 blows?
We did. Yeah, I would go Jules and Jim over Green Ray, honestly.
So Truffaut over Romer.
I would be okay with that.
How about Brother Sherborg, guys? What do we think?
Because I'm thinking like my argument is mainly like from that time period too. I feel like if we're taking it as like a canon representative, because like we're picking one movie and it's gonna be titled French New Wave.
I kind of like.
And if it says Sans Soleil, we're gonna look like dumbasses.
I kind of like. I kind of like Jules and Jim here, honestly.
Jules and Jim is a good pick too. That's why I'm stuck with that one. But I also like 400 blows.
The problem is I don't think Blake likes as much as us.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
You watch it, Blake.
I mean, 400 blows.
I'm
is
surprised
better,
you don't
though.
like it that much.
Yeah,
400
I
blows
like
is better
it.
though, guys.
400 blows is great.
I think I like
It's
400 blows more.
It's just like
I don't know. Yeah.
Is it basic pick though?
It's what?
Is it basic pick?
It is a basic pick, but
It's also the correct pick though.
Because
that's also what inspired so many of our favorite directors too.
Honestly, what we did, we honestly kind
More
of messed
than
up by
Jules
not
and
picking
Jim.
like Pierre Le Fou, because like Pierre Le Fou would be like an obvious one.
Okay.
I feel like.
I like Jules and Jim more than Pierre Le Fou though.
Damn.
Godard hater over here.
Godard.
His best.
Damn. Wait. What are we? Fuck. This is actually hard.
You know what? I think I have to go with Blake. 400 blows.
Because I think probably. It's. Yeah, we probably just have to do that.
Yeah,
it's just like the obvious one.
Well, if I'm just thinking of my own taste in film, like my favorite director's favorite Truffaut movie is always The 400 Blows. So.
Okay, that's fair.
We're side.
Also, I feel like for something like Celine and Julie Go Boating, I feel like if I rewatch that definitely has potential to be like my favorite out of the series. Because
I can see that too.
I kind of started. I need to like continue him because I kind of got distracted, but yeah, I guess so. 400 Blows is that our.
You just don't like Rivette as much, huh?
Well, I just need to get into him.
Should at least mention Cleo 5 to 7. I guess.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I forgot that was in that series.
I should have mentioned all these that we did.
But Blake's Jay is gonna be like,
"Where's
left day? You know, it's not real French way." Like,
it's Agnes Varda, guys. Not real French wave.
But yeah, we did.
But yeah, 400 Blows is fine. 400 Blows. It's the obvious pick.
So let me go through everything we did because I probably should have mentioned that. So Breathless and 400 Blows were our first episode.
Yeah.
Then we did The Big Sleep and Bicycle Thieves.
That's hilarious, honestly.
Which it kind of makes. I kind of like that.
That
was definitely a me idea.
I like that, but it's like it's funny.
I think we chose The Big Sleep. Honestly, that was an interesting pick.
Interesting.
I might like it more if I watched it again. It's kind of
you are
it's like stuck in my head.
You are the Howard Hawks hater though. So.
I don't know if you like it. I think you're remembering it with rose-colored glasses. There's a lot of talking in that movie.
There's a lot.
It's very convoluted.
Hawks talking is great, and also Hawks like the dialogue is like he does have a lot of dialogue, but like a lot of it's about like the gestures, really, like the body language. It's a big part of Hawks. But anyway.
But then we did Celine and Julie Go Boating and The Green Ray. We
We
probably should have done a different Romer in hindsight.
and probably should have saved Celine and Julie Go
At the same
Boating for
time,
later.
The Green Ray. It's amazing.
It was a great movie. It's a great movie.
We just didn't know like near as much as we know about Romer now.
No. Well, see, it's honestly this podcast started getting me into Romer though.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It was like right after this when I started reading more about him and stuff. And then Jules and Jim, Masculine, Feminine.
Damn,
I'm surprised you didn't say that. And Sans Soleil.
He knew.
I like more good. It used to be it was like the first character that clicked for me, so I was like, oh yeah, it's my favorite Godard, and now I like have like multiple favorite Godards like over it.
Okay.
He knew it wasn't going to happen anyway. So.
Yeah, also there was no way. There wasn't even worth fighting. And Brother Sherborg though, I was worth fighting, right? Like you love it.
I do love it.
Did I say La Jetée, Umbrella Cherbourg, and Cleo 5 to 7?
Oh, you skipped those.
I skipped that one. But yeah, so we did those two.
Brother
We did a
Sherborg
lot
is
of
like-
movies too.
Yeah, we did. There were a couple shorts in there.
I love how we did like 3 movies twice. And they were like an hour and 20. And then like our Bresson one.
No,
Any
two
one
of our
was
two
like
movies.
3 hours.
Yeah,
Only 3
yeah.
hours.
We're like getting 2+ hours.
Psy,
which
we
is
did some
terrible.
long ass ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So 400 blows.
so I think, yeah. It does feel kind of disappointing pick though.
How? Great movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
We kind of limited ourselves with the series, though. I feel like
We did.
it's a great film, so you can't like.
It's a lesson. We limited by doing too big.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. Our next series was Chaplin. I mean, we did some of our breaks.
This
Robert
is
Eggers.
pick, so.
Robert Eggers and
yeah.
Northman. Directors in their non-native language, and then we did Chaplin.
Okay.
So we started with The Shorts and the Kid. No. A Woman of Paris, City Lights, Modern Times, The Great Dictator, Monsieur Verdoux, and Limelight.
Well, I mean, I already have a pick. That's like obvious. City Lights.
Oh.
Like it's like obvious too. Like I feel like
I can't disagree because that's in my tier 1.
it's my favorite Chaplin film.
My pick is Modern Times.
Damn, we're all gonna disagree.
Limelight.
Oh my god! No. Oh.
This was my pick first of all, so we should keep that in consideration.
Okay.
Let me get my argument.
Like City Lights. City Lights.
Okay. Wait, everyone give their argument.
I mean, City Lights is my favorite, but also I feel like it's like. To me, it's like Chaplin's best mix of like the things he's known for, like the comedy and the sentimentality. I feel it's just like that's a film you're laughing a lot, but also you like are like bawling at the end. And it's like the perfect like meshing of that. I feel like has just like some of his like best moments in my opinion. I mean, and it's City Lights. I feel like it's like
it speaks
for itself.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just like it's literally a monolith to me, like of like film.
I understand why you guys don't want to do Limelight.
Yeah, it can't.
But but to me, it's still like for me it would be the Chaplin Canon, but I can give it away. So you guys have to convince me for these two.
Okay, you saw.
Dan's gonna do a whole paragraph now. Like
well, you saw what Boone Wells said about Limelight. What I think Luke sent in the group chat.
What did I say?
About what Boone Wells said about Limelight.
Did you shit on it?
It was like overly sentimental.
Okay, yeah.
I disagree.
But I obviously disagree because it's a good movie. But that's why I don't think it can be the canon pick for me. But I think Modern Times kind of splits the difference because I think it has everything.
So City Lights.
It doesn't have and the reason why I said everything is Modern Times has it has some of his shorts, like a lot of like little short sketches more than City Lights does. It has the sentimentality that City Lights does. It has it even has kind of the self-awareness that he starts to get more into with Limelight and the later movies that are known more as Chaplin, the kind of intellectual, that's why I think Modern Times is the best, and I think it has the best title too.
City Lights is amazing. I fucking love.
That's what I literally think. That's what The Tramp is all about, though. It's about this guy just trying to face modern times. Even all of his shorts and stuff. You could say that.
I guess I think I'm just more drawn to City Lights because I just love it's basically just about love, basically. Just the love aspect.
See, that's why I hate it. No, I'm kidding. No, I love City Lights, dude. It's literally. It's
I mean, Modern Times.
Of course, Bresson loved it. So I have to.
Bresson loved it.
Yeah. Just that Modern Times has everything, dude.
I don't know. I feel like City Lights is gonna be the one I revisit the most during my life.
That's fair.
That might be true for me too. It's the easiest pick me up movie.
Yeah, it's
Also, I feel the easiest movie if you're showing someone that doesn't like movies or just you're trying to convince them old movies.
Literally, you can show
movies good. City Lights is so easy to get into.
It's it literally is it's a movie for everyone, really.
But see, Modern Times is also like that.
It is, but I see City Lights is even more. I feel like
Modern Times might be more actually because people. I feel like the average everyday person connects more with The Tramp and Modern Times.
Just
than
the working
City Lights.
Yeah, it's having a dumb boss that introduces new things that doesn't know what they're doing. Just all the little bits of Modern Times.
Or just taking.
But there's still the relationship aspects of City Lights. I mean,
also
is very
Times
universal.
Modern Times is also a lot about love because it's finding humanity.
City Lights is
even
more. City Lights is more focused on it though.
But I kind of agree with Blake too. It's about it's love, but it's not necessarily romantic love too, which makes it even more bold.
City Lights isn't necessarily about that too. It's also think about the relationship with the rich guy.
Yeah. Okay, you got me. Yeah.
No, but see, that's the same as the relationship with the poor girl. Love is blind.
Exactly.
Yeah, but love. It's not just romantic love though. Too.
Drunk love.
It's my favorite type.
It could turn into romantic love. You never know.
Honestly, this is a good discussion, but
I feel outnumbered.
I'll probably defer to Danny on this one because it was his. And Modern Times and City Lights are both. I mean, they're both amazing. So I'm not mad either way.
Would you have a 2?
Probably Modern Times.
Because Monster Verdot, maybe Verdot or City.
But yeah, that's fine. Modern Times is fine. It's a masterpiece.
I feel like if we're if we all really are tied at the end, like we have to default to the person who picked the series.
That's actually that's
and
actually.
or
a good
also
point.
just like cause like resentment throughout the whole like the rest of we do all the episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though I'd be perfectly fine with City Lights. But that's a basic. You were getting mad about basic ass piss.
It like transcends.
Basically, any Chaplin pick could be considered.
Yeah, honestly, except like Monster Rideau, maybe.
And Limelight would be like too hipster,
Woman
honestly. A Woman in Paris, I would love to pick, honestly. But... 3-star over.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this guy.
I think I'm at 3.5 now.
Oh, raised it without even rewatching? That's a big thing. Oh my god. That's literally, he raised that because we roasted it. That's insane.
That's the most cowardly.
I think I gave it.
That's the most cowardly 3.5 I've ever seen in my life. You didn't rewatch it.
Oh no, I do have it 3 stars. Actually.
Okay, good.
Okay. At least you're honest.
I thought I might.
For that movie, he's done that before.
What? I would never. Alright, anyway.
God damn. But, okay, so we're doing Modern Times with Chaplin. Let me see. We did then The Adventures of Prince Ahmed, A Page of Madness, and The Cameraman.
Cameraman's amazing.
I think A Page of Madness is the best of those three, honestly.
I think it is too. But the Cameraman.
I'm a Cameraman guy.
The Cameraman might be the most fun to rewatch.
Yeah.
Like,
I still remember anything from Page of Madness, to be honest.
Damn! Nothing?
Okay,
Watch it again.
I think I remember some like
Some of
superimposition imposed thoughts.
He's just not a horror fan.
Anyway, yeah, what's the...
And then we did Blind Spots, Titan, and Redbeard. Our most random ass episode ever.
Oh my god. That's
How do we...
No,
the blind spots we've come back to.
Because this is the blind spots where we all hadn't seen one. I remember we all like... I remember we simply said Redbeard first. We were like, oh yeah, let's do Redbeard. And then we were like, okay, what about the other one? And then we were like, why not contemporary one? Then Blake's like, oh, what about Titan?
I did not say Titan.
It was him. I remember that.
I did not.
We were sitting right here. We were sitting right here.
I've never seen Titan. I've never.
No. You hadn't seen it yet, but you'd heard about it. You heard people like loving it.
Yeah,
so
it seems like
it was a Blake thing.
It seems like a Blake pick.
I don't think this was a me thing.
I know 100%. I remember you were sitting right there.
We might have to go back to I might have to go re-listen.
It was off camera. I'm pretty sure.
No, but if we even mention it on the episode,
okay.
Because I remember none of us liked it.
Because that's a French movie. I'm not like.
I remember because you
wasn't on the first.
It was one of those things you saw people on Letterboxd really liking it because like it was getting a bunch of hype at the time.
I think it's.
I remember.
I think it was.
Actually,
I remember it.
You're the one who watches most contemporary movies too, out of all of us, especially ones that are getting hype at the time.
Not really.
Zone of Interest.
Saltburn.
You watched Saltburn too?
Yeah.
Because you told me to.
No, I did. I said don't watch it.
You said
in a way that told us
us
to watch it.
Yes.
Basically,
You said I really want you guys to watch this so I can talk to you.
Honestly, that's like a different discussion. But I hate when people are like, "Oh, you should not watch this movie," and then they spend like 10 minutes talking about how much they like hated it.
Yeah, who would do that? I don't know.
Both of you. I
wonder who did that.
It's like you're basically like selling the movie.
Anyway, let's continue on.
But yeah. So that was Titan.
No, you got. Is the Fellini series now?
Even though I haven't watched Redbeard again, even though I like it a lot.
I need to watch it again.
The next series is actually Studio Ghibli Part 1.
Early Ghibli.
Oh, I thought Fellini was next. Damn.
That was early Ghibli. Yeah. Nausicaa, Castle in the Sky, Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Only Yesterday, Porco Rosso, Pompoko, Whisper of the Heart, and Princess Mononoke.
It's gonna be so hard. I think there's only 2 choices for me.
There's 3. There's 3 for me. Alright, I'm just gonna say mine. Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Mononoke.
I knew Mononoke was gonna be on there.
But I think I'm probably gonna lean toward Totoro because I feel
yours?
like I'm probably
Mine's
gonna go
Totoro and Only Yesterday. Those would be my 2.
I'd go Totoro.
My 3 or my 2 are Totoro and Kiki's.
Well, there's one overlapping between all of us.
There is one overlapping. I think it's also the correct choice.
Yeah, it's like that's
my favorite.
Honestly,
it's my favorite of
Kiki's. I can make it for Kiki's.
I would be down for.
But honestly, that's because that's the one I watched in theaters, and I think I made that argument last episode.
Yeah, Totoro would be amazing to watch in theaters. I still don't think I've seen Totoro in theaters.
That would be great, and honestly, it would probably just like
Kiki's
it just has like that kind of feeling that I give with Kiki's now that I've seen it like that. But Kiki's is great, dude, because it has a little more like adultness to it than.
That's why
Totoro.
I think we should do Kiki. That's why I think we should do My Neighbor Totoro. So.
Oh, you're saying that's why? Because you just like it's because it's all about kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, it's also.
fair.
I mean, it's like early Miyazaki, but it's also like peak Miyazaki at some point also.
Yeah.
The only reason it feels kind of weird picking the weaker Ghibli director.
That's why.
No, I'm kidding.
That's why I threw out only yesterday.
Okay, we have another series
No,
though. We have another
even
series.
though I picked 2 Miyazaki.
No, the other
Yeah,
series
yeah.
will probably go to Takahata. So,
Spoiler alert, Luke.
spoiler
Sorry.
alert.
There's a few over here where I'm like, there's like no point for me like even being here. I'm just gonna be over Rash.
But I'm glad both of you had Totoro on
Yeah,
there.
Totoro. I mean, it's
Totoro's
like
a great movie.
It's an
No,
amazing movie.
Totoro.
It's, like, incredible.
I think it's the correct choice for part 1 of Studio Ghibli. Also,
It's making me want to rewatch it because it's been, I think,
it's
since we
so
did the
good.
series too.
It's also just such. It's one of their easiest watches because it's so
Exactly.
short and just like nothing happens. It's so nice.
Well, there's a lot though to it if you want it to be because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like these
Like
kids
all
dealing
of them.
with death. Yeah.
Yes,
Like there's like this
or with the
undercurrent.
threat of death.
Yeah, basically. It
The
turns out
uncertainty
okay.
of it,
So
the
yeah.
uncertainty of it all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this undercurrent still.
Also,
but
the goddamn
it is a very
Totoro
puzzling-
It's
like,
so good.
is like the cutest thing ever.
Well, because like a
Basically.
lot of Miyazaki's movies are about finding that, like children finding their inner courage to face adversity, and this one's like the most lighthearted version of it, and I love it. So
Also, dude, I'm realizing I love movies with like that are about buses and like that take places on buses.
cat bus,
Okay,
let me,
okay.
let-
Or any public transportation, honestly.
bus, and you add a cat
Or a
to
train,
it,
too.
Like, Jesus Christ,
Train.
Spirited Away.
Wait, train. Oh, Spirit Away.
Yeah.
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 No. Yeah.
It's a great scene.
Wait, was that early Ghibli?
That's late.
Okay.
No, it's not early.
We saw it right
I didn't
before.
say that. Yeah. So yeah, we got
So
our
okay,
Totoro.
Totoro,
pick.
let's go.
These are all pretty common picks. I feel like for all of these.
I don't think the Totoro is actually common for. I think most people would have chosen Mononoke.
That's true.
Incredible movie. It's not this here.
Yeah, Luke.
Damn.
I mean,
But
Blake,
See,
you didn't
there's a
say
lot.
that, huh?
There's a lot of
You didn't even say.
No, I don't. I don't think Mononoke is on the level of the other two.
Okay.
I like Whisper of the Heart Mononoke also.
That might be what I'm saying. I don't know why.
Whisper of the Heart's amazing.
Mononoke is like Mononoke.
I will be honest. I just like kind of forget about it because it's not
Okay,
Miyazaki or
okay,
Takahata.
okay.
It's like the one-off.
You need to watch it again.
I liked
It's
it.
better
I
than
think I gave it a
Kiki's.
4.5.
It's
Honestly,
better than Kiki's. So.
Stop. Okay, now you're just
It is.
being inflammatory.
It is. I'm not.
Now you're being-
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so you'll take that back.
I don't.
Don't say
I
that.
won't.
Don't say
I
that.
will
Blake.
not.
Oh my god.
Don't damn Blake. Whisper. I liked Whisper though. I remember liking it a lot.
Oh, Whisper of the Heart's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. So then we did Jordan Peele next. I kind of like some of these contemporary ones where we just do like we should do that for Nolan, honestly.
Okay.
Like just do maybe 2 of his older ones and then
Tenet.
Oppenheimer.
We already did Oppenheimer.
Oh fuck! I keep forgetting we did. I keep
Tenet?
forgetting which one we did between Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon.
Damn.
And then, like,
Tenet though?
in my head.
Tenet?
Uh,
I'm down for Tenet.
no, that's
so.
what I'm saying. I want to do Tenet and maybe the Prestige.
Prestige,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Or Interstellar, I don't know. Probably the Prestige though.
I know Blake likes Interstellar.
Interstellar's probably my second favorite one.
I would be down with that. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll say.
Jordan Peele, and then we did. Me and Blake did Pick a Period Piece with Barry Lyndon and Master Commander. And then we did the Sight and Soundless. We had a vote. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then we did Fleeing.
This one would be interesting. I mean, you guys know where I'm going.
Yes.
Obviously.
You're picking 8.5.
Yeah, because it's 8.5, and it's like. I mean, it is like the.
Is that really
film.
the only tier though?
It's tough to say the only tier because like La Dolce Vita, Amarcord, Knights of Tiberia, or I'd probably say La Dolce Vita and Amarcord are probably in the top tier with 8.5. But like 8.5 is just like to me it like represents Fellini basically. It's like it literally is the Fellini film.
Hear a sound. Air Vista.
Okay, well guys,
There's
come on,
no-
guys. Okay, let me.
He doesn't even have that at 5.
I know.
It's an amazing
No,
movie.
he can't. He can't.
But Blake, I know you're not allowed to pick that.
For
'cause-
Luke, that's like lower tier Fellini, basically.
No, it's probably like
To me, that's one of his best movies. I'm not gonna lie.
I would need to rewatch it though. But like
I was able to make the argument for that because that's why I feel like we can come to agreement on Amarcord. Because this is the one reason when you say that's his most Fellini movie, that's where I kind of disagree a little bit. Because what Fellini are we talking about here? Like when we're looking at his career, it's like I don't see like a specific Fellini. You know, I like there's different time periods. You know,
Yeah.
but. There's no like, I don't know, unless you could disagree.
it has kind of the
what
bridge
do you mean
between.
by-
It has kind of the bridge between the two. It is like
8.5.
yeah, I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It really. I mean, it literally.
It's still
bridged
too
the-
more to the earlier side for me. Armorcore's where he truly breaks free and finds
the way okay. Like the way he's like introducing.
Did he make Casanova before Armorcore? He had already broken out.
It was after. It was after Armorcore, but like
Roma 2 I also love, but
it does combine, like you said, the earlier parts, but also like the dream sequences are very like, for example, the woman, the dream of the woman, one of my favorite scenes of all time, really. But like that feels like something like that's like a Zanny like that feels like weird enough to be like something that'd be an Armorcore, something like of a similar vibe. So it really just like it feels like it bridges the two, and it's just like it's like the ultimate artistic like transformation. Like okay, I'm focusing like I'm going to like instead of like trying to be like a regular film, I'm just gonna do what I do and like pull from my past experience and just go full on like personal mode or just like personal surrealist mode, like just I guess surrealist mode, yeah. But also, I need to rewatch Fellini. Like I need to do a rewatch soon. But like 8.5 is just like. It's like one of the most fun movies to watch, in my opinion. Like,
that's fair.
It's just like it feels like it contains everything.
I think you sold me. I'll go with 8.5, honestly.
I mean, it's like a no-brainer pick. Like,
it is, and especially the bridge part too.
It's the most basic pick. So.
Damn. No,
I think that's amazing.
But
and it does like I will say because there's one part where people think of Fellini, they're gonna think of. Mastroianni too, like that's one of the first things. So
it's actually funny. I saw a quote.
You know, he's amazing.
I forgot what it was. I think it might have been like Peter Bogdanovich was like or someone was some filmmaker was complaining about 8.5. Like it's like Fellini's so egotistical. Like I can't believe he thinks like he had the Mastroianni standing. Like he thinks he's I can't believe he thinks he's that handsome or whatever. And then Orson Welles apparently responded like, "That's the point. He thinks he thinks of himself as Marcello Mastroianni. Like he thinks he is that handsome." I was like, "That's hilarious." It was probably like.
So it was like Fellini.
I don't know, honestly.
He probably did.
He hates like everyone though. I love him for it.
No, but he likes some directors for sure.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, he loves Ford. Obviously.
I mean, who doesn't like Ford?
I mean, honestly, yeah. But anyway, yeah, 8.5. Yeah, is that what we're thinking?
That's fine.
Damn, Blake.
What's your highest Fellini on your top 100, Blake?
No, yeah, it would probably be 8.
Yeah.
That's your highest Fellini?
It's either that or Arena Vista, because those are my
okay, the Top 100 you posted a month ago.
Yeah, you just seem really disappointed about that being your
highest. Yeah, it's like in your top 100, Blake.
He just won Inter Vista, I guess.
I think I'm gonna like Inter Vista more than 8.5.
Plus, dude, I love Armorcore.
Armorcore's like...
The main reason I would argue for one of the later ones is... one of the first things in my head that I think of Fellini nowadays is, like, basically the decentralized protagonist. Like, he has no central characters, starting with the later ones, really.
Yeah.
And, like, 8.5 still does.
Casanova has one central character.
But even though Casanova, he's kind of just like, he's more like a Tati-esque central character. Where it's more about the sets and stuff like that. But, like, Armorcore kind of, like, blends both. Where it's, like, clearly Fellini and, like, memory based, but it's like even also really fake.
Guys, like,
and there's
really
like
Fellini.
Yeah, and he's like barely in it too. But still, no, I'm good.
It's 8.5. It's like it's 8.5.
I need to rewatch it because I've watched Armorcore and Inter Vista. I just rewatched it recently, so
yeah.
But then I guess we're gonna combine all our horror ones.
I actually need to look
because we've done two. We've done 2 horror ones.
This one might be the hardest.
This one is going to probably
between us, like
yeah.
It's like we're gonna be drastically like disaligned.
So I can read off. This was the first horror month we did. Mary Flocks of Satan, Dante's Inferno, Haxon, The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, Cigarette Burns, Audition, Pulse, Beyond the Black Rainbow, and Mandy.
And then the second one...
I'll have to... Hold on, I gotta scroll. Because it was literally the next few
days. Peeping Tom House, Hiruko the Goblin, Gozu,
Shining Prince of Darkness.
It's hard. This is gonna be hard.
I mean, I guess I just have I'm gonna go Peeping Tom. It's like one of my favorite horror movies.
I have 3, and I didn't know. I knew that Peeping Tom was gonna be one of yours. I thought House was gonna be one.
House is definitely up there too.
Because I would probably say In the Mouth of Madness. It would be my choice.
Yeah.
But then I would be fine with House and.
What was Luke's pick?
Peeping Tom.
His was Peeping Tom.
It's just Peeping Tom is like barely a horror movie.
I would be fine with House and The Shining as well, though. If we did. Or Pulse. Oh, God. Pulse is on here, too. Fuck.
Ooh, I forgot Pulse.
Pulse is so good. No, Pulse. Oh, damn.
I'd be down for...
It'd probably be In the Mouth of Madness than Pulse.
I'd pick Prince of Darkness over In the Mouth of Madness.
It's rough. The thing is, I don't disagree with any of these, with any John Carpenter takes. I'd be fine with any John Carpenter if you want to do
like Peeping Tom I love, but it's like barely a horror movie to me. It's like, it was clear. It's like barely.
Okay, funny enough, I just re-listened to the
stretching.
episode and you made the argument that it was a horror movie in that episode.
Because I like the movie.
You're like,
but in terms of picking that as our canon movie, though, like that's what I'm saying. You know, like this is our one movie.
Good point.
I would be fine with any John
love.
Carpenter. I'd be fine with any John Carpenter.
I think I would pick Into Mouth of Madness over
Pulse.
I think I would pick...
But I don't think House is going to be a choice for Danny. So.
House?
No,
House?
It's a very amateurish movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding,
my
I'm
god.
I'm going to delete that.
No, you're not.
I just don't love In the Mouth of Madness.
It just... I mean... To make the argument short, you should... It's kind of Fellini-esque in a way. Just
okay.
No, just in terms of like a guy not knowing if he's in real life or a story.
See, like Prince of Darkness is like, I think it's like cooler in that aspect. Like I like the way Prince of Darkness does it more.
But Prince of Darkness isn't about that, really.
No, it's not really that about.
It is. It's about the blending of reality and horror. But In the Mouth of Madness is literally about the blending of reality
and more like religious fantasy. Too.
Well, no, just
fantasy,
fiction.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's Prince of Darkness is religious fiction for sure. But like In the Mouth of Madness is a blending of story and literal fiction, or like reality and literal fiction.
What about Pulse? Is Pulse up there?
I love Pulse.
Okay,
I might be fine with Pulse.
I am definitely fine
because Pulse is like
it literally feels like the most like it'll be like in some ways it feels like the most relevant movie like for like our future too.
Yeah,
it's like it's gonna be keeping on more relevant somehow.
Oh, for sure.
Like Pulse.
Like you saw the Apple stuff,
and I love it.
Pro.
And I love it specifically because
I have seen the Apple Vision Pro shit.
Yeah.
That shit's insane. Just insane.
Dumb. I love like also about Pulse is that it's like one of the scariest movies I've ever seen that like doesn't rely on jump scares.
Oh yeah,
Jump scares just annoy the hell out of me, and like that movie's just like really good, at just like creeping the fuck out.
It's all atmosphere. It just gets under your skin, dude.
Yeah, this is.
So
just realized what happened is like, like in Oscars, you know, when like two actors are nominated from the same movie and they split votes.
Yeah.
So it goes to the person that just like.
Is that John Carpenter?
That's just what happened to John Carpenter.
Kyushi Kurosawa was like amazing director.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
If we had just decided
like
on
more
one
than
Carpenter,
John
like.
Carpenter.
We were just playing.
If we had only done Prince of Darkness,
I feel like that would have been the pick. I'm really. I like Into Mouth of Madness a little bit more, but they're kind of the same.
I'm just kind of mid on Mouth of Madness.
that silence. Yeah, come on. You know you're wrong about that.
No, I'm definitely right.
Dude, I just like how can you hate Sam Neill just going insane?
So
like
good.
in him being wrong the whole movie, dude. Like he's like trying to fight it,
and the ending is perfect. Like literally ending in a movie theater. All we watched is
I don't
just
even remember the ending.
Dude. It's so good.
I don't remember the ending.
He's watching the movie.
Literally.
Oh yeah, fuck.
It's so good.
I don't know.
From the book, yeah.
I like Pulse.
No, yeah,
we'll
Pulse is good with me. I love Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
Yeah, he has a new movie. Apparently, 2 movies coming out or something. 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, 2 this year.
But they're like all like 50 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Like the Pulse.
Awesome.
So what did we do after horror? We did Birdtop next.
This one's obvious. I feel like.
Except for it's obvious for me.
Are you using enthusiasm?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's his best movie.
Wait, over
I disagree.
Over Man with the movie camera?
I disagree.
That's low-key insane.
It's not insane. I don't understand why this is so insane. I still don't. Because Enthusiasm is literally Man with the movie camera with like insane sounds added. And honestly, the rhythm is just a little better too. It's literally just it has like let me find it. Let me read what Chaplin said about it.
You're like convincing Blake now, like
No, I mean he doesn't have to convince me on Enthusiasm because Enthusiasm is like in my top 30.
Over In the Mouth of Madness.
It's
your top 30.
It is, or it's like 32 or something. So I don't mind going Enthusiasm. It's just like saying it's better than Man with the Movie Camera is kind of insane still.
They're on the same level, except for Enthusiasm has sound. Like, that's the one difference.
But Man with the Movie Camera has a score that was
no. It's not Vertov. It's not Vertov. Let me read what Chaplin said.
Let me read it. Let's bring it
Never had I known that these mechanical sounds could be arranged to sound so beautiful. I've regarded it as one of the most exhilarating symphonies I've heard. Mr. Ziga Vertov is a musician. The professor should learn from him, not quarrel with him. Congratulations. How could you disagree with Chaplin himself? No argument?
I'm actually kind of Well, I mean, it's just Man with the Movie Camera was better.
Why?
I just like what it's tackling more, I guess. Just like showing like city life and then just like showing like how everyone is just like blood like blood cells flowing in a city basically. That's what I love the most about Man with the Movie Camera. Is you're like watching a breathing city basically.
You should watch Queen of Scots then.
I do need to watch Queen of Scots.
You would love it. But anyway, and actually,
dude, Enthusiasm's theme is also equally great, maybe even greater. Because I just love the idea of like, especially when dude he goes through all throughout. He's in the city and he's in the country at the end. Like, it just has everything.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm actually down to go Enthusiasm.
I'm fine with it.
I love the.
Dude, how can you just hate the rhythmic part where they're like,
I love it. I love
it. Yeah, that's great. It's great.
No, that's the best. That's probably my favorite Vertov part in the movie. Is all the men cling their hammers together in unison. So good, but
it just
like I said, I'm fine with going Enthusiasm.
It's also one of my things. It's like
Vertov for sure.
Like he literally is. He's one of the directors that fits this motto of me. Is like he was always like trying to think of a way to get better.
I can see that. Yeah.
Like until he was getting better, you know. Like,
so he was, yes.
Yeah, I'm down with this.
Because like he's also like, oh, Man with the Movie Camera. I was like he's one of the directors for sure where like everyone has seen that one movie one time and then never seen anything else by him.
It'd be like, the basic pick for sure.
Yeah. It's not basic because it's a great movie.
Yes,
but it would be like, of course, it's like the Vertov pick.
Yeah. Also, the poster's amazing, so that like gives points to
great.
it. I probably like the poster.
Well,
more.
I mean, like.
Well, even though Man with the movie camera,
the poster is amazing.
No, Man with the Movie Camera's poster is amazing, and the ending shot is still just like one of the greatest in cinema. Just like the camera closing on the eye, and then you just see the eye through it still, like superimposed over it. Still
I guess you can call it Ziga Vertov, Man with a Movie Camera.
It's his brother, actually.
It's actually Mikhail Kaufman.
But yes.
Also made a great movie called In Spring. That kind of has a similar topic. It's honestly a great movie.
I need to watch
great movie in its own right. Dude, because like I still remember that movie because we talked about Truffaut earlier, and I don't know where Truffaut got the freeze frames that he uses, like in Foreigner Blows and Jules and Jim, but there's one in Spring. It's like very similar to the one in Jules and Jim. Like, do you remember that?
Well, I know probably where he got the looking at the camera from. Summer with Monica. Because
is that in the 50s?
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a scene where they look at Summer with Monica posters, and there's a scene in that movie that's
but they look at the camera and then it freeze
when he looks at the camera. Simply him looking at the camera, I think, is taken from Summer with Monica.
And then freeze frame.
Not the freeze frame part, but like because I'm pretty sure it's the scene in 400 Blows where they're at like an abandoned like a movie theater that's closed or whatever, and they just see like a Summer with Monica posters on it. And there's a famous scene in Summer with Monica where Harry Anderson, I think her name's Harry Anderson. Forgot her exact name, but she's smoking, and then she like looks at the camera. It becomes this like moment, transcendental moment.
Just reminded me, I'm like Bergman deficient. That he's definitely one of my huge blind spots.
Some Monica is definitely touching.
And I'm like not that disappointed by it, honestly. Like he doesn't give me.
You need to watch Fanny Alexander.
You don't want to get depressed today, Danny?
Call back to no, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Danny got his way again.
I get my way again. It's my pick. Why are my picks like the most disagreements we're having too, though?
I don't think that wasn't a huge disagreement. It was just like we were pushing back and you said superior.
Yeah.
It's not superior.
You're just like you came right out of the gate swinging. Like,
I didn't say superior. Wait, what? Run the tape back.
I'm running it right back. I think you said superior.
Maybe.
You said better, basically.
He just improves, like, maybe not improves, but just, it's literally the sound part. It's like, how could you deny that?
I can see that. It, like, represents Vertov.
Yeah,
okay, I can see that.
Like, dude, he was literally talking about sound before even, like, sound wasn't even in cinema, yeah. Like, how to use it and stuff.
So
well, because I think didn't we talk about there's a part in one of his earlier movies where they're in the mines and you're basically wondering like I wonder like he probably wished that he could have sounds going in this based on how his images move, and then like I think in Enthusiasm he
which one movie was that? Strike Soviet or what? Or
probably was Strike Soviet.
Or Kino Eye.
Yeah, there's so many. Well, Kino Eye has a lot of factory shots in it too, actually. Yeah. Kino Eye has.
Plus,
like,
honestly, Enthusiasm
cow,
is more like Kino Eye too.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of
Kino
saying
Eye has a lot like Man with the Movie Camera too.
I haven't thought about that too much.
Kino Eye has a lot like Man with the Movie Camera also.
It's
about like city.
Enthusiasm so much. Basically. It goes from the city to the country. It has one of my favorite scenes where like all these women are singing in the fields.
No, yeah, that's a good scene.
Yeah. But yeah, I got my way. Enthusiasm. Then we're going to
skip the next one because we already know what's going to be.
Tati?
Yeah, this one's kind of... Danny's going to try to make the argument for Traffic.
No, it's playtime. I can't deny that, no. Traffic is easily the second best, but...
Okay. Let's not open this can of worms again.
Yeah. I guess we're not doing second best on this episode.
Love the series, though. I actually listened to, like, all three of the episodes
one of the most popular series, too.
Well, I just really like how we just, like, kind of just went from gag to gag. It was a lot of fun to listen to. And, like... Think about it, yeah. Right. But yeah, playtime. It's playtime. I've talked about too much, honestly. Maybe not actually.
I'm sure that'll be coming up later too.
Maybe. Possibly. It could happen.
Yeah. Wait, what would your pick though, Blake? Because you sounded like you didn't.
No, playtime is my favorite too.
Okay.
Yeah, my second favorite.
Is that the first time we have all three of us agreement though?
Like right away, yeah. I thought all three of us were gonna go Man with the Movie Camera.
I did too. Honestly.
And I was kind of like, yeah, I guess this is the first one though.
I'm not like super shocked though either.
They're both it's honestly like Enthusiasm I just love so much.
Yeah. But yeah, playtime, transcendent movie.
All right. Then we did Pirates of the Caribbean.
Our most popular.
Actor draft.
Our most popular.
Was it 20K now?
Yeah, damn. And Transformers. One of our best episodes. Which one would you guys pick from that?
You know which one. The second Pirates movie.
Yeah, second.
Yo, what? No, okay. No, Transformers 3.
Why would you ask a question you knew you were going to say?
You're moving on.
You're setting yourself up there.
He just wants to be hurt.
But,
he's a... No, I was about to continue to finish that. No.
But yeah, okay. We already talked about Late Ghibli, huh? No, we didn't.
No.
Okay. Late Ghibli.
I mean, we know what we're gonna go with. My second, both of my choices would be Takahata movies, though. So, because they'd be Kaguya and
I'm outnumbered here.
Luke's face when you said that was like shock.
When Rises though is like so fucking good.
But Kaguya and My Neighbor's the Yamaha.
It's over.
Kaguya is easy.
I mean, it's like obviously I go to When Rises, but like there's no way. Y'all. What do y'all want?
The Kaguya.
Kaguya's great. It's great.
It's the greatest movie. It's the greatest anime movie of all time. I mean,
it's a bold thing. I respect
the most impressive.
What about Paprika?
Yeah, Paprika's like
Paprika's
probably my favorite.
It might be my favorite Paprika.
But Kaguya's up there. No. In terms of like story,
I would pick Paprika.
It's just like it's so far superior to me.
Paprika is just
okay. They're on the same tier.
No.
Paprika's amazing. You can say the same exact things you just said about.
Incredible.
It's not the same tier.
You don't have to hate on.
Oh, you probably.
Now you're a Satoshi Kon hater. Hey,
Perfect Blue is better than Paprika.
Oh no. I love Perfect Blue, but like, come on.
No.
There's levels.
Yeah, there's levels.
You haven't even seen Tokyo.
Blake's probably gonna say Inception is better than Paprika next.
Oh god! How dare you? How dare you, sir?
But no, Kaguya, everything you're saying I agree with. But Yamada is like honestly in the future just might be my most rewatched ones because it's so great. Like
I've watched it more times than Totoro at this point actually. So, which is surprising.
But it's kind of that same thing though. It's that same.
No, it's
honestly,
the same, yeah.
Yamada's is even like a little better because it has like the poetic aspect of it. Like just formally, it just.
I think they're the same.
So unique.
Same tier.
Okay, maybe, but just Yamada's just better. Like it just formally it's just so interesting when the more I think about it.
Formally, it is very interesting.
Like it's honestly yeah.
And I love the way it looks, but Totoro looks just like eye melting. I mean,
It's kind of like reading a book of poems or something.
It is.
Eye melting. That's it. I don't think I've heard that before.
Eye melting?
have.
Eye melting?
I don't think I've heard anyone say
You ever
that.
read like a Mandy review or something? Like,
what review?
Mandy? A review for Mandy or any like psychedelic movie?
That was one of the horror movies we could have chosen.
I don't love Mandy, to be honest.
A lot of people don't.
It's like Blade Runner for me.
I just don't really like.
It's like gotten lower every time.
I just don't really like Panis Cosmatos.
That's fair.
Like much at all.
I mean, Beyond the Black Rainbow
That
was
movie
a lot
sucks.
worse the second time.
That was
Like,
torture.
super
Like,
disappointing.
if I had to rewatch that now, it would be like torture.
It'd be well, it was super disappointing
No.
watching that and going like, oh wow, this really sucks.
Not only is it boring as hell,
But Mandy
but
definitely
like
held up.
I'd watched it on Pluto TV, where their ads are built into the video, and the ads are like every 10 minutes. So it was literally torture for me. Anyway, I don't want to hang up too much on that.
But yeah, Taylor Prince.
Tale of the Princess Kelly.
What do we do next? We did Ozu next, but I'm trying to see like we did like John Wick, all that jazz, Paris, Texas,
Big heist movie.
the heist one.
Le Circle Rouge.
So y'all just want to pick
yeah.
the Circle Rouge in there? You know, slip in your Circle Rouge.
Slip it in. I wouldn't mind.
But yeah,
No,
Ozu. So what's your guys' Ozu pick?
Damn,
I mean, you know mine.
An odd afternoon.
Yeah.
I might go late spring.
It's either
Or Tokyo
my
Twilight.
pick was early summer.
Or Tokyo Twilight.
Early
Late spring or
Summer
Tokyo
is my
Twilight.
second favorite Ozu. But on afternoon.
What were you going to say next, though?
Yes.
You got to say something.
But I'm okay with either Tokyo Chorus or an odd afternoon.
Wow, we're really like... I actually would be down for an autumn afternoon, though.
I just think it's his easiest watch, honestly.
Tokyo Chorus might be his easiest watch.
Silent.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know what you meant by
For a
that.
lot of people, it'd be a bad thing. For me, it's
Oh, but it's just like, okay. An odd afternoon, yes.
I'm cool with an autumn afternoon, though.
What about early summer?
I'd probably like... I'd probably revisit on afternoon more. I'd obviously revisit both, but like...
Alright. I'm cool with an odd afternoon, though.
Also color.
I might agree with that,
The
too.
color.
Yeah, it's like with the color thing is where it maybe pushes me. But even though...
Honestly, maybe his best title, too.
But
My favorite,
honestly,
at least.
early summer is a very similar thing to for what I was saying about Fellini, where it's like... It's where, like, late spring is where you still focus on, like, two characters.
Yeah.
And then early summer is where it really starts to get like the decentralized
Yeah,
characters too, and that's kind of what he follows in the future. But an autumn afternoon obviously is the color. I honestly, in hindsight, I wish I would have done Good Morning.
When we can do the FTF
It
rejects.
honestly might be,
we
we probably will have to do that at some point.
Honestly, FTF rejects would probably just do that, and I don't want to sleep alone.
yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
fuck.
That would just be, like,
that'd
the
be
obvious
a banger ass
pick.
episode.
That's an amazing episode.
Is that
It's like the
we
no-brainer
were
one.
good in order though, weren't we?
No,
We just like picked two random ones, and it happened to be my two series that I like.
What was it? Contempt and
Casanova.
oh no, I'm kidding.
Casanova was amazing. Casanova could have been my pick.
No, because it wasn't in order. Because
There's
we
also
had-
like 6, 8 Fellinis or something I could pick. Honestly, for
You
the-
would pick Casanova just to get roasted.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
just to
good.
hear the roast.
It's so
It
good.
also wasn't in order because if we were going in order, then Chaplin and Studio Ghibli would have probably been before it. But
Yeah.
But I'm not afternoon. This is making me want to rewatch these two.
yeah, Nom Afternoon is so good.
I realized I rewatched like 4 or 5 stars. Rewatched 4 or 5 stars last week because like 3 for the 80s,
Yeah.
and then I rewatched Youth Without Youth. Great movie. Not relevant to this, but
I just want to get it out.
but yeah. Okay, so we did Ozu. Then we did our first rejects, Contempt and Casanova. Right after that. And then Altman. After the 50s draft, we did Altman.
Yeah, I'm gonna be overmatched here. Like obviously, I would probably go like.
You can convince me otherwise, even though I have one, but I could. Be
I don't know if
convinced
you could
otherwise.
convince me otherwise. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I love McCabe and Mrs. Miller.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It'd be
can-
McCabe.
You know, I
convince me on that.
won't. You
It
know, I
would
won't be mad.
Be
if you
McCabe,
did.
Mrs. Miller, The Long Goodbye for me. Like
Long Goodbye.
obviously,
no.
California Split's a masterpiece.
California Split's
I just like
That would be my first choice, but
I don't know. To me, like I just love California Split, just how hazy it is, and just like the atmosphere he created.
You mean
It
McCabe?
might be my
McCabe?
favorite.
You mean McCabe?
That's what I meant.
You
Yeah,
said
that-
California
did I
Split.
say- okay, yeah. McCabe, like
See, that's the one you could convince me on if you really want.
because it's like to me, it's like the most like to me, it's his best atmosphere. I feel
Yeah.
like it's like the atmosphere. I just like There's something about it that's
like
just
when
like,
I think
I
of
don't know.
Altman, I'll be
California
honest.
Split.
obviously the atmosphere and that's great.
Yeah,
I think
atmosphere
Altman's
too.
just great at atmosphere.
No,
He
right,
is
though.
great at
But
atmosphere.
like just like the hazy, like the
When it first comes to my
like
head,
what you feel like the atmosphere. It's like
the
so
film
cool.
grain, like when we talked about
You
how
feel like when
filmed
you're
it.
outside, like the bitter cold, you can like feel it, and then when they go inside, it's almost like a relief in a way. Like
I feel like you feel that with the casino though too.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
And the
to me, like
dog
I don't know,
track. Like,
McCabe's
the
it's like a
spirit- the
different
spirit of
like,
gambling.
level. Also, McCabe is like probably like my favorite Altman character.
That 4K one's coming soon, isn't it? Too?
Yeah, and like
That's
I don't know, like
so good.
McCabe is it just has like I mean like there's just so many elements to it too. Like obviously you have like them building up the town throughout the movie. You have this like almost just like you have like the movie, but like there's just like this. It's like this whole movie of him just like kind of his like comeuppance and then downfall, or not comeuppance would be like the downfall. Would be same thing as down, but like his like rise and fall in a way.
Yes.
But then you also have just like that insane shootout sequence too. That's like incredible. Also the Leonard Cohen songs, like oh my god,
Honestly, yeah, you convinced me.
it's so good. Obviously,
You know,
but I love
like-
California Split too.
Because the first thing that I think of Altman is I think of his camera movement,
Yeah,
and the first movie I think of in that way is McCabe.
yeah.
Like the opening scene of McCabe,
Yeah.
when he's like walking in.
like on the Leonard
Even
Cohen.
though, dude, like
Leonard Cohen songs. So
he must have watched some Nicholas Ray. Because,
okay.
dude, I watched the Lusty Man. I forgot to tell you this. I watched
Oh, what do you
we'll
think?
have to talk about it later.
Okay,
but, it's great.
Oh, I fucking love Too Bad. Oh my god.
But, yeah.
Honestly, Lusty Man.
Also, Johnny Guitar too. Like when he first walks in, when he sees Vienna for the first time.
Yeah,
he's walking in.
he's literally riding on a horse.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's like literally the song is like riding a horse, like
Yeah.
it's like Johnny Guitar riding a horse or something.
That's
like
a
that.
song.
I think it might be something about like Johnny Guitar rides into town is the song
In
that plays
McCabe?
at the beginning. No, in
No,
Johnny
no.
Guitar.
Oh, and Johnny
Yeah.
Guitar. Yeah,
But he's still riding into town.
That's at
It's
the
like-
end of this movie too. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Either way, Nicholas Ray, you gotta pick, bro. No.
I definitely want to pick him.
Is it,
It's like
you know,
I can't
like,
pick
at
three
this
American
point-
directors in a row.
no.
Like
Have to come back.
Because then we roast him for it and saying,
Yeah,
"Oh, you would."
we would roast
Yeah.
him for that, yeah. Can't watch subtitles, huh? He's like lying about every subtitle movie we've done.
He
Like,
can't read.
yeah, I can't read.
I mean, that's why you watch movies. That's why we all watch movies at the end of the day.
It's honestly
Better than reading.
At least I can read and watch whenever I watch the subtitles.
Yeah, honestly. All right, so we're doing McCabe.
That's good, man.
That is good with me.
Our next series was Psy.
I mean, you know where I'm going. I feel like this is probably going to be another one where Luke basically gets over.
What is Luke's pick, though? I mean, we should all just at least say what our
Yeah,
Goodbye.
mine is What Time Is It There? But
Mine
I would be fine with
is
any
Goodbye
of them. I'm just
Dragon,
kidding.
Goodbye Dragon Inn or Viva L'Amour.
I mean, I love both of those too.
Viva L'Amour, I like as a movie, but it's like it would be insane to pick that as a canon movie for me.
It's very much like it's like very much for me though. It's like completely on my wavelength.
Okay, that's fair. So you agree it's not a canon movie? Though. Nah, I'm kidding. No,
It's both. It's both.
Okay.
I think it's fairly.
Goodbye Dragon Inn, I would be honestly okay
it's
with.
like-
And I've actually honestly been thinking about rewatching that soon because there's just something
amazing.
that there's like
Yeah.
something that sticks with you about that movie.
It's one of the best movies ever made.
It's truly just like it has just like it's just the way it uses like Dragon Inn like as like the film screen as like some type of like
It
supernatural.
honestly should.
like,
It shouldn't work how simple it is.
Oh, it's like it's honestly
In a good
it's
way. I
because
mean,
it's-
that's a
Oh
compliment.
yeah, no, I know. It's good
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
but
So just the way he shoots the movie screen, honestly, just like the sound. It's just,
I mean,
it's like so intoxicating.
I mean, I think I'm going to take What Time Is It
yeah,
There
I know I'm not
because-
matched here. I'm like,
And
it's
like-
over me. It's over.
I mean, like, in terms of spirituality in filmmaking, like, I think What Time Is It There is one of the best spiritual movies and also one of the best movies about grief. Like, I don't know.
Plus, dude,
we've
one of the
talked-
best
I mean,
movies
we've
just
known-
about like this time, like
Yes.
Yeah.
or like the experiencing time,
Just like the difference,
kind of means,
the different times
yeah.
of time, or like what time even means, or like
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
time.
What time is it there, bro?
Yeah, who knows? It's whatever time you want it to be, I guess. No, but I mean, I do love Goodbye Dragon Inn also. Like, it's one of the best movies ever made. But What Time Is It There would be my personal choice, obviously.
I mean, yeah, amazing movie, obviously.
And I mean, like, he had the fruit of, or the seed of the idea for Goodbye Dragon Inn. What Time Is It There? That's how it started, basically.
And what time is it there?
Mhm.
Yeah, with that clock. And
Yeah,
stuff.
with the clock in the theater. That's the same theater that
Honestly,
they filmed
it
at.
is just like you could honestly just put the middle of that movie in there, like some of like what time is it there?
We should do that.
Like an edit. Like that.
What time is it there? Goodbye, Dragon Inn. That was I'm trying to mash up the names. That just did not work.
Goodbye
But also, it's
time.
actually kind of
Goodbye
funny.
time.
It's actually kind of funny that we have the 400 Blows and What Times Was There in our canon.
That feels a little.
It makes sense.
Kind of for
Plus,
This
dude,
is why I chose 400 Blows.
Plus, dude, you saying that about What Time Is There
Unbelievable.
made me think of like I saw this like you know how DeBrez Bergman on Twitter posts all those like quotes from directors and stuff.
Yeah.
He posted one on Sci recently about like how Sci said his movies aren't about reality, but they have like the specifics of reality, or like very specific details of reality.
Yeah.
And that kind of like makes sense to What Time Is There.
Yeah. Well,
That's why like you can feel that disjointedness so much in it. You
that's
know,
why
like,
that's why he's so fixated on water and reflections in his movies, because that's what he's trying to go for.
Yes.
It's like this isn't actually reality we're
Yes.
watching, but it does feel like it. So
It like sucks you in, but at the same time,
it
it's,
sucks
like,
you
drawing
in, but
away.
it sucks you in because it's like he captures the feeling of reality so well, or like the feelings, like real feelings, basically.
Yeah.
But disconnection, amazing director.
But
Someone say the best ever. Me.
Someone said it. Someone.
You know,
Some
is
smart
me.
guy said. One
Some
wise
smart
guy
guy.
even
said
though you
it.
picked Ghibli before, and that's all.
Ooh.
I do love Ghibli.
More than Sai? I mean, you kind of said it was more than you like him more than Sai.
No.
Ghibli
Exposed.
Takahata is almost there though. If he made more movies, who knows what would happen? More than
I
5
respect that.
for Ghibli.
So our next series was. I mean, we did the other horror month. Our next series was Brisson.
Ooh, this will be interesting because we all have our different favorite persona.
What is
Yeah, we
yours?
do. My top 3 are all in your tier 2. So.
What? Oh, what? I didn't know that.
Damn.
What's your
Okay, wait,
top
I guess-
three?
My top 3 is Lancelot, Mouchette, and Pickpocket.
Damn, I didn't even realize it was
Pickpocket's on my
that.
lower tier. It's
Wait,
my,
that's your like
it's
top
5
tier.
stars.
That's your like top tier.
That's my top tier.
It's
Those are
5
my top
stars.
3. But okay, Brisson is like no.
My favorite is
tier
Oscar
really, though.
Balthazar.
That's your lower tier.
No, that's my favorite. That's like
Oh,
that's my
okay.
pick, really. Like
It's Largeon. Come on. Come on.
Largeon's my second favorite, so I'm like
I'm fine
I'm
with
not
Largeon.
opposed.
It
to
has to be
Largeon.
Largeon. I mean, I'd be okay with Man Escaped, or Four Nights
Oscar
at
Balthazar?
Balthazar,
Oh, you like
or Balthazar, or
Balthazar's so
Pickpocket.
good. The donkey, animal. You like animal?
It's one of those things where if I default to like their last movie, like or one of their last,
Actually, I can't.
in some ways, because yeah.
Brisson, there isn't a bad pick, really.
No, there's not.
Unless you pick Trial of Joan of Arc or something. I don't know.
No, there really isn't a bad pick. No, I'm looking at it now. Even Diary of a Country Priest is amazing.
But yeah. So we
I'm
all.
I'm surprised you guys didn't want 4 Nights, honestly.
Four Nights is number 3. Like
Four Nights is my 3 or 4. I mean, it's all the same tier for me, but
Oh, we got into you said 3 or 4.
He said on the
I
record.
see you.
He said on the record.
Suppose.
it just Largeon. It just has everything,
That's a good one.
and it's the color.
So is
argument,
All-Star
too.
Balthazar,
It has the
too.
color argument though too, like what you were saying,
Yeah.
Rosu.
Also, Balthazar definitely has everything too.
It's just a little sadder though. Like I love how more like detached Largeon is.
But also Balthazar has a lot. You really made this argument in the episode that's like not that depressing actually. When you think
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
true. It's a little more funnier,
Yeah.
but I will admit it's got some sad moments. Like,
Oh, yes, but that's what I love about
it
it.
tugs at the heartstrings a little more than Largeon does.
That's what I love about it.
But we're going Largeon anyway.
Yeah, that's, for me, I can't deny Largeon is a masterpiece. Yeah, it's my second favorite Brisson, probably.
And then our last series, Cassavetes, that we just did. Luke's, I guess we just ranked yours. We just did
yeah,
the rankings.
Love Streams is my pick. Like,
I'm fine with Love Streams.
I mean,
that would probably be my second or third, but it's like a lower tier than opening night.
okay.
But it sounds like
I think I think Luke and I both have
Wait,
the
what's
same
your
top
pick?
2.
Love Streams?
Well, no,
Yeah.
my number 1 would be Chinese.
Oh,
Cookie,
Chinese
but,
Cookie.
but Love
Oh,
Streams
yeah.
also too.
I
so
figured
I
Chinese
am
Cookie.
completely fine with Love
Literally
Streams.
just
I probably would have pushed back on Chinese Bookie a little bit.
yeah, I could see that.
That's
But like,
why I'm
I really
fine
like
with
it's
Love
like
Streams.
Love Streams.
Love Streams is now my
I think I'm
favorite
gonna like.
Cassavetes.
I'll like more on a rewatch. I've only seen it
I could
once.
see that. Like it's honestly one of just like
It's like now that I know what it's
easiest
going
watches.
for.
Yeah.
Like, I need to rewatch it.
And like one of the best things about Cassavetes is like the first time you watch it, he feels like very structureless, but when you rewatch it, like you like kind of discover like how like in control of everything he is. Especially that's like
Dude, Sorry, I was just thinking about because I don't want to forget. Did you see what Depressed Bergman's another quote, the Polanski quote he posted?
Oh, I saw that.
Cassavetes?
Okay, Polanski said that after they worked together on Rosemary's Baby. And he said like, "Yo,
I
could edit it better." But did you see what Cassavetes told?
Hold on, let's explain first. Okay, so explain what Polanski said first.
Well, what I forgot what exactly.
It was basically like Cassavetes is not a very good director. He like basically carried by his actors. Like he doesn't do much. The 2 times he like tried to work in a studio, he always tries to blame Hollywood. It was really because he just wasn't very good. So that's why he has to make movies the way he does. And then he was but then when he also worked in Rosemary's Baby, he's not a very good actor. I had to edit out most of his stuff.
So it said after Rosemary, but have you started the story of what Cassavetes? They didn't get along on the set, and Cassavetes one day on set, Roman Polanski was talking with like people about like how like monogamy is impossible for men. And then Cassavetes like berated him about it. Was like shitting on him for like telling him was like, yeah, like you're a fucking idiot. Like I'm more attracted to my wife than ever. Like, and just like I
standing up for the good guy.
Oh yeah, I agree with Chad Cassavetes here. You know, Chad.
That is an amazing story. Like, and also explains like why.
Why I fucking hate them.
Honestly, like I've never really like. I don't understand the Polanski hype, even though I've only seen a couple of his movies.
I like Chinatown.
Rosemary's Baby is great,
good.
So
I watched that movie only for Cassavetes.
I've seen like Letterboxd.
He's like amazing in that movie.
It doesn't seem like a movie I like.
I could see that,
but maybe
it's
I
a
will.
horror movie.
It is. That's actually kind of why like I don't love it, but.
Then he also has some terrible allegations as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another one for Cassavetes.
That's cheap.
Not a win, but like you know.
Yeah, I don't want to brag about that. That's weird.
No,
but yeah, Love Streams is my pick.
Yeah, Love Streams.
It's just a great like representation of Cassavetes too.
I mean,
like,
before the series, you would probably pick Killing the Chinese Book.
Yeah, I know. Like, but it hit me very hard.
All right, we got our
Canon?
FTF Canon.
Okay.
Read it again.
All right, we'll go through it. The 400 Blows, Modern Times, My Neighbor Totoro, 8.5, Pulse, Enthusiasm, Playtime, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, An Autumn Afternoon, McCabe and Mrs. Miller, What Time Is It There, L'Argent, and Love Streams.
Some great fucking movies, dude.
Mm-hmm. Hot take.
A lot of last or later movies, Love Streams, L'Argent, An Autumn Afternoon, Kaguya, Enthusiasm. Actually, that Enthusiasm.
I am a late style whore. I can't lie.
Yes. And that's a director's series, basically, our podcast for the most part.
Yeah, like we have.
It makes sense. Like we have to be for Team Late Style.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's the canon.
Now I guess we're established on our own personal canons.
Just as. I guess
I said I was going to ask. Is there any series or episode you'd want to redo?
I kind of want to revisit La Dolce Vita.
Just La Dolce Vita.
Because I haven't listened to it back mainly because like I remember it's like I didn't in general the Fellini series probably in general I could see me like wanting to revisit because like I don't think I understood why I liked Fellini back then specifically. Like I think I have a better understanding now. I also like read more now.
Yeah.
And like I just remember like La Dolce Vita I didn't do a very good job explaining it. Also, probably didn't help that you guys both don't really like that movie as much as me.
I would like to go back to it too, though.
But yeah, honestly, we could do like a episode that's like revisit.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, we could do something like that. I might go back. I mean, we are going to do Mind of Clay again, like from hindsight, but it does make sense. Like, I might go back to some of the Bertovs, just like make them.
Or like maybe like Limelight, because like I didn't really, or Sound Soleil, we could like really just do that.
Yeah, maybe some of the French New Waves ones, honestly.
Yeah, like Celine and Julie Go Boating would be a good one to go back to. Because I watched the movie way too
Which
soon.
director of that French New Wave do you think we're gonna most likely do?
Godard.
Or Romer, probably. Like
or Demi.
Oh yeah, I can see you picking Demi.
That very much may be possible.
Alright.
Yeah. But yeah. Which actually we would definitely revisit in Brother Cherbourg. Because that movie I definitely did not really completely understand why I loved him then.
Oh really?
No. Like I loved him on a surface level, but now I love his like I have more of an understanding of like what he's like going for now.
Which is honestly kind of a problem of the podcast we do is like that's part of doing the podcast.
Yeah.
By the end of it we like learn more about him, you know.
But it makes sense to do it makes sense more to do Umbrella Cherbourg like in a whole like deep dive into me, like actually like in the context of those. But
No,
yeah,
I see what you're saying.
also give us an excuse to do Youngest Rochefort and Bay of Angels and Lola and all his masterpieces. Anyway,
I mean,
we're actually going to start the Demi series right now.
We just say the word masterpiece. That's all I'll say.
Demi's like one of
Are
the
all
greatest
these
stars.
5-star movies of the FTF canon we picked for you guys?
Not all of them, but they
Or
will.
4.5
They
at
will
least.
be. They will be. All the ones I just named.
Really?
At
Even
least one.
Kaguya?
Oh no!
No,
I
all
was
canon.
talking about Demi still.
Oh,
okay.
God. This guy
He said
can't
the
get it
canon.
up.
Kaguya's a 4.5, I think, for me.
Okay. That's like a very cowardly 4.5, sounds like.
I love it. It's a great movie.
Coward's 4.5.
How's it Coward's 4.5? Explain, Danny.
It just didn't seem like you were that excited with us picking it. That's all I'll say.
They just have a lot of great. I don't know. At this stage of my life, I just like Miyazaki more.
Normie! No, I love Miyazaki too.
No, you don't.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I don't.
Anytime he brings up Miyazaki, like
What?
has
I
to
love
bring up
Miyazaki.
Takahata.
No, I love
Okay,
Miyazaki.
well,
That's
I mean,
not-
it's because Takahata.
It's just like he doesn't. No one ever brings him up. Like, did you see the Letterboxd top 10 Ghibli movies?
Okay.
No.
Takahata wasn't a single most popular on the top 10. Like, he's the one that fucking started Ghibli. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways.
And he made a recent movie, like almost as like kind of recent anyway.
It was before Miyazaki's last one.
Yeah, exactly.
Before
It
the
was
one
like the
came out.
latest-
So.
It's crazy.
It was the last Studio Ghibli movie for the longest time.
But no, I love it.
Well, if you don't include like when Marty was there and all those.
Yeah.
I guess Miyazaki can claim that he's the reason DiCaprio is like a huge environmentalist, though. So he's got that. He's got that going for him too.
That was extremely
Takahata
random.
too. They were both very environmentalists.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honestly, we didn't even talk about Pompoko really, but
That's so good.
that score is still
They
stuck in my
attacked-
head.
Well,
Well, I
their
just know
Like
that
the-
you guys don't like it as much as me, so because that one's one of Ghibli's best
No,
movies.
if I rewatch it, I'll definitely bump it up a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like Takahata, I did not see this Letterboxd list, but all 5 of Takahata's movies are in my top 10. So of Ghibli.
Oh, Ghibli. Yeah.
That's why I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like I think even Whisper with the Heart's in there.
Okay. I mean, that's in my top 10 too. That's amazing. So
In parentheses, derogatory.
Yeah. No, okay.
Almost
But,
derogatory, you're right.
I guess we should do our top 10 now.
So it's kind of just like a document, like top 10 favorites, or I kind of just went by like 10 films that represent me at the moment, just like my taste at the moment. So like kind of a top 10, but like just a little altered. It's
What's the difference? If you're making that delineation, I want to know the difference.
well, favorite films is kind of like it's like it's hard to explain, but like it's just more just
This
like
is
I
this
rolled
is
out
like
of bed
a
this morning.
snapshot in time.
Yeah, a snapshot like today, basically what I'm feeling today at this moment, and like favorite films list is like one where like I really only change it when I rewatch stuff, like the actual top 10 I have, but like this is just like what I'm thinking about more right now. But like it's still like basically a top 10. You'll see. I'll probably explain it a bit more. Okay. But a lot of these are just like some of these are like just films I'm obsessed with right now. Just at this stage of my life.
So do you think there's some recency bias here?
Probably.
Maybe, but like that's just a matter of
How
fact.
accurate do you think this will be from the next? Let's say we do this in 50 episodes again. How many of these movies do you think will be the same or different?
It's impossible to say.
It's impossible to say, but okay. I guess the best way to say is how many of these are like have been there from like when we started maybe the Ep series or even like how like
in the
a
top
few
10. In
years.
the top 10 from when we started.
Yeah.
2.
Kind of just eyeballing it.
Two from the start of this podcast. 2 have been. So it's just like to me, I kind of just like in terms of recency bias, I always just like let it be because like it's just
No,
always
to
gonna
me
be
that's
there.
why like every time we do one of these lists, it's always recency.
Yeah,
bias.
so it's like
always just a
there's
separate-
no point trying to avoid it. It's just gonna happen. Just accept it. In my
That's why it's kind of fun just to make them all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of changing them,
Yeah.
Luke.
Wait. I wasn't.
Instead of
I
going
literally-
back and changing the list.
Looks like I wasn't
I'm saying just like
listening.
make a new list basically.
Yeah.
Like imagine if we went back and re-edited this episode. If I like wanted to change one of my
That's
picks.
different.
Okay, but either way, top 10.
So yeah, and also
so basically February. Okay, I guess I don't know.
February 2024.
Yeah, February 2024.
Also, obviously we're all going to have stuff in our top 10 that we've talked about a lot in this podcast. We're not going to pressure ourselves to explain why, because
yeah,
we've already explained it enough. Just like we're first going to go like, Dane, name your 10.
Okay, how about this though? Is there any principles or things that you have in your own mind for like Luke? You had your own criteria, kind of like You said you were picking like more recently. I had at least a couple for me, like basically. Or Blake, did you have anything first? I was gonna pull it up. I was gonna pull up a quote really quick. But
pull up a quote.
Is there anything you have?
No, yeah. So I do. I think I have like 5 that are probably already on my top 100 or my top 10, like on my top 100 list, and then 5 that are more recent. So I was toying around with the idea of making it one per country, but then I was like, nah, that wouldn't be right. Honestly, it's not actually true canon at that point because
Blake's like, I can't just limit one Hong Kong film. No, I can't do it.
I can't.
Okay, because the reason why I say that is these are basically my favorite movies because it's one of the reasons I just like love film in general.
Yeah,
but it's not the only reason. So like the reason the list I'm picking is because of I'll read the quote first. And I've mentioned like Deleuze a bunch of times on this podcast.
Yeah.
But and it's also my Letterboxd profile quote. I'll read it. The cinema not only puts movement in the image, it also puts movement in the mind. But then the next line he says, "A spiritual life is the movement of the mind. One naturally goes from philosophy to cinema, but also from cinema to philosophy." And to me, like that's one of like the central ideas of like why I love film so much, and like the potential of film is like, because philosophy is basically in a way like ideas. But for most of history, it's been done through words.
Yeah.
But like now, film is like you can do it with images in like a very unique way.
Yeah.
And to me, I think all these directors or all these movies I'm picking kind of do that in their own way. So that's kind of how what I was like in my head too. I guess that's another kind of like unifying principle through all these movies. So we're just gonna list them all at once.
Yeah, and then like if obviously like. If there's one that you haven't talked about a lot, you can do it briefly. You can just like kind of say, like explain like quickly like what you like about it. But we're not gonna get too caught up on it. I feel like. Okay. So yeah, who wants to go first?
You go.
Damn, I'm getting the stage first. All right. There's gonna be a few shockers on here. Number 10, The Rules of the Game. Directed by Jean Renoir.
Shocked, honestly.
Number 1 overall movie for you.
10.
He said number 10.
Oh, 10.
Mine aren't going to be like ranked in any order, honestly. So.
Oh, Luke, is that okay?
Because it's just a canon. I mean, these are just my top 10.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be like ranked. They're not going to be like.
Yeah, it's not like
we're gonna call it based on how you say it.
I mean, my number one, number 2 will probably be like. You guys will know. I mean, once I say some of these movies, you'll know where they are on my personal list.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I basically agree with you.
Mine are like they're roughly ranked, but like it could change tomorrow. It's very flimsy. But yeah, Rules of the Game. I feel I rewatched recently, and I just like can't stop thinking about. And it's like I'm kind of just obsessed with it. It's like it's such a good balance of like, it's like so much fun to watch. Like a lot of great comedy, a lot of great physical comedy. The way like people revolve around the set is just so like, it's unbelievable for like. The time it is and still today, but also just like it has a lot of like really interesting themes that you could like dig deep in for hours, and also like the quote everyone has their reasons, but like that's the tragedy. It's like basically like it has me thinking a lot about like people in general, just the world in general, and how people think and how people like I don't know, just interact. It's just like it's one I think about a lot, and just like one I've been thinking about a lot recently. And I'm comfortable saying it's like easily one of my favorite films. Number 9, La Chinoise, directed by Jean-Luc Godard.
Damn.
This movie I'm obsessed with formally. Like the formal aspects of it, just like it's like literally like pop art cinema. It's insane.
Honestly one of his most fun movies too.
Oh my god, it's like to me it's like this is like the form in this movie is like the definition of just like having so much fun. It's just like just what you can do with cinema to have so much fun, and not in like a traditional way, just like through like film editing, film movement, and just like capturing stuff with the camera. It's just such a good. It's just so much fun to watch, and just one of the funniest movies too. But number 8, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. I talked about this a lot recently. Number 7, A Hussar Balthazar. Number 6, Legend of the Mountain, directed by King Hu.
Okay.
I obviously Tarzan could be here, but I just been thinking about it more recently, especially just like the surrealist aspects of it, And honestly, it might be better. It might be better than Touches of Zen. I'm not gonna lie.
There's gonna be a King Hu movie coming up.
Yeah, it might be better than Touches of Zen. I'm not even gonna lie.
I need to rewatch. I mean, I still need to rewatch that one. So
yeah,
because it's been I think like.
But they're like his two epics though, so it's like
yeah.
But number 5, 8.5. I talked about that enough. Number 4, Goodbye Dragon Inn. Number 3, Love Streams. Number 2, The Young Girls of Rochefort. And number 1, Playtime.
Damn. Number 2. That's the one where
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah. What'd you say number 2 was?
Young Girls of Rochefort.
I have to veto that one.
I have to veto that one.
I'm gonna have to fuck around and do a podcast.
Do we get one veto power for each person?
I'm kind of surprised though. Young Girls. I didn't know that would be that high.
It's just like very much my thing.
And
it's just like the act of like portraying love is like basically like love, true love, and just like love in general can be around the corner, but just like having that optimistic view, but also recognizing that it's like because of that, it's just like such a flimsy, like volatile thing. It's such, and he explores it just like so effortlessly in that movie and incredible. Also, maybe like my most rewatchable film, like the easiest one for me to rewatch. But yeah, I'm a Demi stan, so
you are Demi stan. That's for sure.
I fucking love the
All
movie.
right, I guess I can go next.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll start with 10 too. Like this is really my hardest cutoff. My 10 and 11. And 12 and 13.
And 14, 15.
And 14. Well, like, the reason why... Okay, I'll say my 11 is 2 or 3 things I know about her. That's, like, my cutoff.
Damn.
And the only reason I'm picking that at 11 instead of my 10, which is Saeed Ray's The Chess Players, is because I just, like, seen more Ray movies.
Yeah.
And, like, I just don't know enough, like, about Godard yet.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, just in my own
That could be a
I feel like
future
the
thing.
But also, like, that's not saying anything wrong bad about The Chess Players, obviously. It's like a great movie. Blake's seen it, I think. The Chess Players?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's been like 3-4 years.
It's like, we're going to do Ray at some point, I'll pick him, but it just like, it's honestly is like most like creative movies in some ways. And it's most funny, and it's funniest in a lot of ways too. Like, honestly, like, these are either movies I want to pick in the future or movies we have picked, so we will talk about more in this.
Yeah, you don't have to explain
this. Yeah. It just like I guess one thing I'll say is, like I said the same thing about Birdsong, like, oh man, it was a movie coming out, like the one movie everyone watches and they don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
Like for Ray, that's like the Apu trilogy, or mainly Padre Panchalogy.
Yeah.
But the fact this was made like 25 years later, or like 20 years later, maybe.
I think it's almost 30, isn't it?
77.
Oh, okay.
And that was 55, so like 22 years.
22.
Yeah. And it's just like one of those things. He's like kept getting better and better, and like it's honestly even for all the movies he made.
At least join the podcast.
Oh my God.
He's rubbing up against the mic. This guy.
He wants to be on. He must like the Chess Players.
Yeah. He's like, you can't, guys. He like wants to be the star of the show because it's episode 100. Yeah. Like, count me in. I want to be part of it. Yeah.
He's just hoping Wallace.
What are we supposed to? We're all so confused with what to do, right?
He's just hoping Wallace has alcohol. So.
Yeah, and Blake does.
No, I have water.
No, it's water. Never mind, he's gone.
This dude
All
just
right.
fell. You're not a good cat yet, Ridley.
But
completely fell doing the Leon
so
ski.
10 is okay. I guess for Luke, for your picks, were all yours like your top 10 directors? Could it basically also be a list of your top 10 directors? Basically, that's kind of what I'm asking. Because for me, it's like, almost that's true.
Not like
also,
at the moment.
Like, it's literally, that's literally my list.
Because like
in a way, maybe one movie not.
It's like hard for me to do that because it's like always changing for me.
But yeah, it's the same thing though for the movies. You literally mentioned the same thing for the movies. So
but it's like
at the moment,
it's like easier.
At the moment, it's like
easier to do the movies more than directors.
No, but at the moment, are these your top 10 directors?
No.
Oh, okay. So where's the gap? Because it's basically probably the same most.
Like what do you like?
Like where's the director you think that's not on there?
Renoir, but like I'm like
okay.
When I watch of him, the more that's changing.
Okay.
Probably Oshima, but like Oshima has like 2 masterpieces in my opinion that I recognize right now. Obviously, like I just need to read up more about like Japanese history and like Japanese politics before I like watch all those movies. But like the other ones, yeah, they're all my favorite directors.
All right. My number 9 is Enthusiasm, that I kind of went over. You guys were kind of hating on me for it. But...
I'm not hating. Not hating.
We disagreed with you.
We were hating on you.
I was just surprised. You shocked me with your conviction.
Yes, that's a good way to say it. You were very certain of Enthusiasm being better than... Ow!
Damn.
At least Matt, no.
No, he's just playing.
My number 8. I think this is probably will be my most shocking one. Playtime.
Oh, that's shocking, honestly.
But
well, not shocking because it's like the greatest film.
It's not shocking. The more that I think about it, it's like it literally is one of my all-time favorite movies. I just can't. It's like one of those. It qualifies as I can't believe this movie exists movie for me. Where it's like, even though I've seen a decent amount of movies now, like I can't think of another movie like it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Man. But yeah, obviously we've talked about it like insanely amount of times. So, my number 7 movie we will do in the future. Also, I want to do with the director, The Thin Red Line. The best Malick movie and my favorite. So
I need to rewatch
there are some directors where I'm like,
Thin Red Line is his best. So.
Where I'm like, I agree. Like my favorite and the best is clearly different. But this one, I'm like, I'm willing to argue that The Thin Red Line is his best. Too.
Yeah.
But also my favorite.
Is Tree of Life number 2 for you?
Tree of Life, 4 Blades of Time.
Damn, over Knight of Cups dance on this one?
Those are close, but like those a little lower.
Like to me, like Tree of Life's Knight of Cups and the song are all top tier.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with that. But The Thin Red Line is just... I just love, like, normally I'm an anti-long movie, but this is, like, one of the few movies I love how long it is. It's just, like, it has to be an epic. It just, like...
Now it's good at, like, longer movies, too.
Yes, but, like, it just makes so much more sense in this war, kind of, like...
Yeah.
This, like, God's eye view of war, where it's, like... Almost like God, like, watching war like insects. But then all of a sudden it, like, zooms in, it's, like, all super dramatic, and then all of a sudden it zooms out, and it's, like, just, like, really quiet.
I also find it really... Because I feel like a lot of war movies I'm kind of bored with, because they're all just, like... Oh, war's bad, but we're also gonna glorify it in some way. Like it's like war's bad. Yeah, it's like it's just dramatic.
What about these heroes?
But then like Malik's like I guess by nature of it being a war film, it's kind of isn't. But he's like not really focused on that. He's more just about like I don't know, just like human connection. I feel like more and like just like brotherhood in terms of like
that's part of it.
It's like and it's hard to like nail down
because there's also like Nick Nolte's character. Like there's this like guy that feels like he's like trying to like move up in the. It's like a job for him, you know.
Yeah, but he's not trying to tackle other things other than just being an anti-war film.
Yeah, exactly. And then also the Adrian Brody stuff just makes it even funnier. Like, just like he was supposed to be like the main actor and stuff, and they just cut him out of the movie. Yeah. But dude, the other guy, Jim Caviezel, I don't know how to say his last name, but the guy who's the main lead. He's amazing in it. Like, his, like, face.
Also, Woody Harrelson. I blew my butt off.
Oh, damn.
That's the first thing I think. One of the first things I think of when I think about that movie. But I need to rewatch it because it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot sec for me, too.
Oh, dude, it's so easy. It's so perfect. But, next one, Uncle Boomy. My favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite Weird Stuff to Call movie.
I need to rewatch
Tropical Malady is really close up there, but this is just like...
To me, it's like...
I picked this one because this was like... It was like a blow me away moment. Not my first watch, but like I rewatched it literally like the next day.
You can say your first watch, though, because you wanted to watch it immediately after.
Yeah, basically, so.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Tropical Malady and General Century are like the top for me for Weird Stuff to Call, but like I need to rewatch this because I still only see it once, and it was like my first Weird Stuff to Call.
When this like character first shows up,
you're like, what the fuck?
And he's like, just like everyone just treating it normally, like kind of weird, but it's just like, oh my god, it just blows it like blew me away.
It's like Weird Stuff to Call is just like, it's Weird Stuff to Call, like
I mean, I will pick him.
Oh, you need to. You need to.
Yeah. He'll come up soon. I'm trying to go somewhat in like chronology with my picks.
Yeah, and that's hard.
I feel like you kind of have too. Fellini and then Cassavetes. Oh, actually, Altman's.
Fellini, Tati, which are kind of the same era, but like Tati's a bit
Cassavetes
before.
and Altman are kind of the same era too.
Yeah, but like I've not thought of it that way at all.
So you're just picking randomly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Uncle Boomy. Then Rosalind's The Messiah. Luke, you're finally getting to Rosalind's.
I'm probably watch that soon.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Rosaline and Mizoguchi are probably the two I'm like focused on most right now.
Interesting comparison between the two because both love historical topics.
Obviously, very different interests. I feel like too.
Very different interests in those, but like very slow cameras too, long scenes.
Yes.
Damn it.
Although,
it's been a while since I've watched.
Yeah.
Rust, I just love.
Yeah. And I'd say Mitsuguchi's definitely a lot more dramatic than
Mitsuguchi is?
Yeah. Obviously, he's still detached, but like his characters are more, which I love that about it.
Maybe that's why I don't like him as much as like Rust.
But it works because I think
No, but
I think it works like.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like in my head, because I've watched a lot of Mitsuguchi, I just haven't revisited him.
Because I think,
and I've seen like each Rust.
I think melodrama is good if you pair it with something, and I think a detached camera is a good way to pair it with melodrama or just dramatic.
Yes, he is very melodramatic for sure.
But his attached camera, like in a way, it works with.
No, yeah, he's kind of both for sure.
But I'm kind of like delivering a theory about like melodrama. Like I don't think it's inherently bad.
Okay. Oh no.
Obviously, it's not inherently bad.
I do. I think it's inherently bad. But no, okay.
You love John Woo. You better shut the fuck up.
Well, John Woo. John Woo's melodrama. Okay. Well, I guess
it's different.
We'll talk about it. But, no, it's a very broad category. Like, what do you mean by melodrama?
Yes.
Like, because usually, like melodrama, like it's true with any genre. It can be used just to like produce emotion. So it doesn't matter if it's a studio director doing it or a director or it doesn't matter. You know, like, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah. Like. Have you seen Douglas Sirk?
I've seen one film.
I've heard he's like the master of melodrama. At least.
Yeah, I watched one of them. I thought it was okay, but like it was like a while ago. So like I basically.
But I haven't heard your theory of melodrama thing. So
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay.
It's in the early stages, Daniel.
All right, good. No, I just hadn't heard of it. But yeah, the Messiah. He's a very anti-dramatic director. So I guess. But that'll be coming up soon. Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, number 4. That'll also be coming up very soon. I also honestly just changed it because I had Illusion Travels by Streetcar. It's very close for those.
But even too hipstery. Probably.
It's too hipstery, and I feel like the same reason I'm picking Uncle Boonmee. This was like my first like Boonwell that like made me fall in love with him too. So I gotta stick with it for now, even though like it's pretty close. Number 3, Early Summer. We already talked about that. Number 2, Mind of Clay. Number 1, Larchon.
Shocker.
Number 2 and 1 can't change.
Is there any? Okay, I'm trying to think. Is there anything that we're surprised he left off? Oh, no Chaplin?
That is a little surprising.
I picked Enthusiasm over Chaplin.
Ooh.
I think it's
not a true Chaplin fan.
Ooh.
I just have to go with the Versov. Like, I just love the formalist.
To be fair, we've talked about Chaplin a lot, so I don't have a Chaplin on my list either. But
damn,
wait, what?
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I thought you.
I have like 5. Do I have 5 that were on there before? 2, 3. Yeah. Well, okay, not like 5 that were in the top 10. But
yeah, that sounds
sadly.
Chaplin snub.
Sadly. Okay, so mine aren't in any like particular order except for like the top 3 probably. But Barry Lyndon, 10.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, nothing you can say about Barry Lyndon. Although the one thing I will say is I've watched it more now, or I watched it like again before I posted my top 100, and I didn't raise it high enough honestly because I'm still thinking about it. I need to watch it again. But
one of the funniest movies ever made.
It's one of the greatest movies ever made. Carmen's Innocent Love 9. Talked about this one a lot. We'll get to it at some point, obviously. But what you said about masculine, feminine is what I would have to say about Carmen's Innocent Love. You said you were just so interested in it formally. Was that?
I said La Chinois. I was La Chinois.
Oh, La Chinois. Okay, I knew it was a Godard movie. But
yeah. No, they're all the same.
But
I guess.
Exactly, exactly. Now La Chinois is better than masculine, feminine. You're right. So
they're both amazing. They're both magnificent.
No, but I'm just super interested in what she is doing in Carmen's Innocent Love formally. So.
Yes.
But this will probably shock you, but Raining in the Mountain.
Oh, wait, what? Okay,
the more I think of Raining in the Mountain, the more I think it might actually be my favorite.
Okay, I thought it was either Touch or Dragon Inn. I was like,
yeah, no, like the more I think of Raining in the Mountain, the more I think it might be.
I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch it.
My favorite.
You make me want to rewatch it now.
Well, it's like King Hu. Obviously, is I think he was also Buddhist, or at least if he wasn't, like that's what most of his movies have like massive Buddhist themes in them. And I think this is just one of his best like Buddhist parables, honestly.
Yeah.
Although Touches In also has an amazing Buddhist parable, like. Nothing I can say about that one either, but really hard to choose between those two. But Raining in the Mountain was the most recent.
You do need to rewatch Legend of the Mountain.
I do.
I am going to continue harping on you about that.
No, yes, I do. I do. Late Samurai. After
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, top 10. It's actually
Top 10
rising.
alert.
John Woo
Dude.
fucking influence.
Okay,
The
John Woo.
It is a
John
little
Woo
bit
bump. The
the
John Woo bump.
It is a little bit
Definitely
of
the
John
John
Woo
Woo.
influence, but it's also
Yeah.
the Alain Delon bump. So
The what?
the Alain Delon bump.
Yeah,
Oh,
true,
okay.
true. The Paris bump.
Oh.
You can't tell me like a movie is like, it's like okay, Paris and New York. If you shoot a movie in like the streets of that, it's like automatically like improved.
I disagree.
All right. Anyway.
It's not. It's
Ignore
not
him.
that good. It's
Anyway,
not
so Blake,
pretty-
Last Samurai. What do you
Yes.
like about it?
No, I just love Alain Delon's character in general. We'll get to
Yeah.
we'll get to Lay Samurai by itself. I'm assuming eventually, but we're also going to we'll talk a lot about Lay Samurai.
We see it doing a break
the
episode.
John Woo
We see it do a
podcast,
break
so.
series on this episode because we already did
We
the
do,
Circle
yeah.
Rouge. So
Yeah,
we
we
did
do. But we'll talk. We'll talk.
There might have
about
to be
Lay-
certain
Lay
directors we
Samurai
only
too.
do through breaks.
I mean, we could do just like a little like Melville, just do
That
like
might
be how we
Shadows
have
and
to
the
do
and
Kurosawa.
Last Samurai.
Who?
Kurosawa.
Just through breaks. Yeah.
Yeah, we did
So
Red Beard.
slowly
I wouldn't mind that.
because we could do dreams faster.
I kind of like
way.
that. Just like so we can tie like Kurosawa. If we do like
Some of the more mainstream ones that we would never pick, kind of.
or just like do like dreams and like late Kurosawa.
Like what's another
Ron
dreams?
Dreams or
FTF
Cognition Dreams.
Snapshot.
We could definitely think of another dreams movie.
I'm just thinking of a series name. All right, what? So yeah.
But
Yeah.
either way, Blake.
But yeah, Lay Samurai. I mean, like I said, we'll be talking more about
Fantastic
it
movie.
in the John Woo series as well. Sans Soleil. Talked about that last week. This one, I think it might shock you guys. I don't know. The One-Armed Swordsman, Shang-Chi. I mean, I've been watching a shit ton of martial arts movies recently.
No, but-
Yeah.
And the One-Armed Swordsman also gets just the Hong Kong and like influencing all my favorite movies basically after it came out. So like that's a bump it gets also. But the One-Armed Swordsman is like, it's got this. It's like the disfigured hero trope that was not really like that big of a trope before it, but it like basically started that. It's the influence for, like I said, like a lot of my favorite movies, especially like Better Tomorrow, Full Contact, all these like just Hong Kong action movies. And it's also just like Shang-Chi is great at doing the same things. I love
you watched
John
it
Woo
recently
for.
too.
No, yeah, exactly. I've been watching a lot of Shang-Chi again because
Yeah,
I had
so-
seen I think I watched like 7 of him last year, and I've already watched like 6 in the last week.
Damn.
So I've been on a martial arts kick. But yeah, the One-Armed Swordsman. Getting ready for John Woo, but also I just love like Shang-Chi is a little different from other kung fu directors I've watched recently. Even like Lau Kar Lung, I like a lot. I love his a lot of his movies and choreography. But Shang-Chi has like this emotion behind it that a lot of kung fu movies just don't have, and he makes you feel it. And that's something that's a clear.
That's
clear
hard to do
influence,
in
obviously,
action
on John
movies.
Woo.
That's
Oh
hard to do in
yes,
action movies.
yes.
Which is why, John Woo's great, like you're saying.
No, yeah, that's where you can see the clearest influence to me is through like the characters and like just this emotion that you can feel in the movie. But yeah, the One-Armed Swordsman. The next one also is one I first watched this year, but it's a director that I know that Danny loves, and I know that we'll probably. I don't know how we're gonna get to him, but we're gonna get to him at some point. The Mission, Jaito.
Oh yes.
Wait, damn, that hot?
The Mission is fucking.
that high.
I mean, I watched it literally 2 times
I haven't
in
seen it,
like
so.
5 days because I watched it by myself and then we watched it to get here because I was like, let's just watch The Mission, guys. It's
Yeah.
only 84 minutes as well.
And that was
It's,
the
like,
day
fucking
after I'd
amazing.
already watched it. So.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's true.
But it's a great movie.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
if it's my
that's
favorite
amazing.
Johnny Toe, but
It's my favorite so far, but he has a shit ton of movies.
but
I
also
still
it
need
is one
to-
of his earlier like kind of Milky Way production movies.
Yeah, it's one of
so.
like people consider Johnny Toe's like best era, like late. Like
90s, early
99 on basically.
Yeah.
So and like Mission, the
That
Mission
makes-
was 99.
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's one of the movies that started off his heyday, or started off like that.
Honestly,
golden
dude,
era.
his early 2000s is insane.
He's so good. He's like an insane director.
Yeah, it's honestly insane. Yeah, but he also had like you kind of have to consider a screenwriter like part of him too. Because
Yeah.
like apparently the way they made their movies was like he would like write a scene and then they would go direct that. He would go and then Johnny Toe would go direct the scene and then like while he was writing the next scene basically like that's how they were able to make so many movies and stuff.
That's insane.
Also like they would honestly we should do Johnny Toe.
No, we
so
do need to
he's
do
super
Johnny
interesting, but
And he's got like, and like I haven't seen that many movies from him. I don't think before 1999. Actually, I've seen a few, but not like that many. But even those ones, they're definitely worse, but they're not that bad still. So,
no.
but yeah, The Mission by itself, like it's it might be the easiest watch that I've ever had for a movie. Like, it's literally just 84 minutes of pure awesomeness. Like,
I think Luke would like this one too.
it's just 5 guys being dudes, man. I think you'd like it. Yeah,
It's like Rio Bravo.
It's got a kind of confusing ending.
I actually have Rio Bravo to my priority watch list.
You need to watch it.
Like,
come on.
It's got.
Well, I'm gonna watch it before the John Woo series because John Woo, like, that's one of his favorite. That's on his top 10.
John Woo's good taste, bro.
Which one?
Rio Bravo.
Okay, I like John Woo's taste. What he likes to me, like Samurai.
His taste is kind of iffy, but I mean,
Okay.
some directors.
His masters might be better than him, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, they
How
are.
dare you? How dare you?
It's factual.
All right, keep going, Blake.
Okay, let me get to About Tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. No, Miss Lonely's next. This one we're gonna get to this year probably at some point. Probably after John Woo. But Miss Lonely, we've talked about this enough, and I'd want to save it for later on in the year. But my favorite Obayashi to this point. Still need to get to his later to Casting Blossom in the Sky, but.
I almost made my list, which I'm going to go on when we do honorable mentions. If we do, I will name my honorable mentions.
Gotcha. And then, obviously, the last 2 of Air Tomorrow. What time is it there? It's going to be hard for those to be, like, not
Shocker.
my top 5. Yeah.
Would never
Top
expect
2,
it.
yeah.
Also, those before this year, they weren't even, or last.
Yeah, before
last
year, they weren't in my top 10.
You hadn't even seen
because
it.
Because Rebels was my favorite sci for the longest, for literally the entirety.
What was your number 2? You would say
my number 2 was Goodbye Dragon Inn.
Or I meant just like in your top 10.
Oh, in my top 10?
So like Limelight or something?
No, it was Rebels and then I can't remember right now. It's not a good sign.
Yeah. Remember, he's
always changing.
Using your measurement.
It is always changing.
No, but yeah.
See, like that's why, I mean, we kind of just went through all of ours, right, to kind of conclude.
Well, I was gonna name honorable mentions for me.
I know Stardust.
I just wanted to say, like, that's why I don't like having firm favorites, because I don't want to be like have the same favorites list for like 5 years, you know?
Yeah, it's like you want to.
Or like some people are proud of that, like, oh, I've had the same number 1 movie for 10 years. Like,
yeah.
Or maybe number 1 I can understand, but
Number 1's tough. It's tough.
Because it's like nostalgia could be play with it, or just like.
Yeah, just the way you came.
But just having the same bunch of favorite movies, kind of would like.
Yeah.
Show you're expanding, really. But
yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
Plus, like, movies change every time you watch. That's why I just love rewatching too, because movies change the more you rewatch them. Like, I'd never want to pick Large John if I had never rewatched any Bresson.
Oh yeah, no, like
it's crazy.
So many of my favorite movies, I didn't love on first watch. It's honestly insane.
Well, if you told me like 2 years ago that What Time Is There would have been my favorite side movie, I wouldn't have believed you because I saw it already and it wasn't my favorite. So.
Exactly. Like all these, like, dude, Mind of Clay is like one of my favorite, and I didn't even rate it the first 2 times I saw it.
Damn. Cowards no rating. No.
Well, it was just on the same movie.
But yeah, I'll just go ahead and name
Barry Lyndon's my first one, or that's another one that's grown a lot since I've aged because the first time I watched it was like 2018, 2017.
Damn.
I wonder if any of these, like in the future, if we go back and listen to this, we're gonna be like, oh, we had that in my top 10. Like, I'm
pretty.
I've done like a 180 on that.
I do. No,
I rarely.
I don't think any of these on my list. I do a 180 on. So.
Maybe not 180, but like we'll be way lower. Like Blake with Blade Runner, basically. You know.
Okay, let's stop this. Let's in the bud.
We were Cloud. I feel like.
I will say it again. Blade Runner better than 2001. So.
Yeah. Anyway, honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions, yeah.
Casting Blossom in the Sky, The Red Shoes, Blow Up, A Brighter Summer Day, Mirror, F for Fake, We Won't Grow Old Together.
Okay. Mine were like 2 or 3 things I know about her. Modern Times, River Called Titus, 2001, LeBron, Four Adventures of Rhino and Mirabelle, F for Fake, If I Had 4 Camels, Battleship Potemkin, Through the Olive Trees.
Oh, wait.
Paprika.
Is that your favorite Kurosawa?
Yeah, Through the Olive Trees.
Me too. Wait, I thought Close Up was your favorite.
Close Up, it's the same tier, but I have put the Olive Trees slightly higher. I just loved. I love the tree.
I mean, it's my favorite Kurosawa. It's like
the ending. Oh my god, this song, the flute at the end,
dude. Just the whole scene of them like.
It's a flute, right?
Or just the instrument. I don't know.
No, it's not a flute. It's I forgot what instrument it is.
Just I just like the main thing I think out though, like about them is the whole scene of them like actually like going through the scene and like the in between takes.
Yes.
Like, oh my god, I need to rewatch it. Damn, I need to rewatch it. I haven't watched Kurosawa in a while. But yeah, you can finish it off.
But basically, like I don't believe in top 10. So these are all like kind of my tier ones and
of just like cinema.
Yeah, basically.
Tier 1 cinema.
But there's more probably. I've had a couple more times. So.
Yeah.
But those I do feel confident those are my top 10 though. That's all right. But yeah,
The official ranking for Danny now.
no. Changing tomorrow.
I'm probably in the list. No. Or you probably are. I'm probably never even. Anyway. Blake,
that was...
Blake, you have honorable mentions? Or?
Just some that people probably already would have assumed, like Prison on Fire, Man with a Movie Camera, Limelights. Yeah. Mind at Play. But do love that movie. But yeah. So next week we're starting our John Woo series, episode 101.
101. You got a good number?
We're gonna start it with not my favorite of his movies because we are starting early John Woo, but these are two very interesting movies that we're gonna be doing that do have a lot of the things he's gonna be known for, especially Last Hurrah for Chivalry. But I wanted to do one of his kung fu movies, one of his comedies. So we're doing Last Hurrah for Chivalry and Plain Jane to the Rescue, which is his best comedy movie in my opinion, and not something he really likes doing.
Luke these movies.
I think he'll like Plain Jane to the Rescue.
Luke's like
I don't know how he feels about martial arts movies, but
yeah, that's a
good
one.
Like,
I
love King Hoo.
So the Last Hurrah for okay.
It's like saying
it's like that's different.
But no, but
don't go in thinking that. Don't go in thinking. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
It's like saying you like sci-fi movies after seeing 2001. Like, I'm gonna love whatever the shitty sci-fi movie is.
No, because
I'm gonna love the creator.
Yeah.
The thing is, we'll get into it more. Like, it definitely looks like a low budget movie because this is not like his prominent era. Obviously, like this is whenever he was.
It looks like a Shaw Brothers movie. Last Hurrah.
No, yeah. Oh, it's. I mean, yeah. Have you seen many Shaw Brothers?
I've seen Come Drink With Me. It's a King Hoo movie. But it was actually uprated. It's like more of a Shaw Brothers movie than a King Hoo movie.
No, yeah, because it is very Shaw Brothers. It's very It's a very Shang-Chi movie, but it's also the trial run for a Better Tomorrow. So we'll get into that more next week.
I'll be paying attention.
I mean, Last Hurrah for Chivalry, like it's like literally like
so good. It's a great title. It's a great title.
That sounds like a way to describe a Better Tomorrow.
Yep. No, yeah, but that's how we're gonna be starting off the John Woo episode. So until then, we hope to see you guys floating through the clouds.